Hey, this is Chris from Scuba Viz. Got a little, I guess it's an upper level low, and there's another low out here, and maybe that's the lower level low. Hopefully, Levi will do a video on this soon, tropical update. But for now, we can just speculate on what's going on out here. The low pressure is going to help us out because it's going to bring in some cleaner water. If you look on Scuba Viz, you can see that up here, the swirl of blue has moved in. This was on the second. And this was yesterday. So if you notice that the down here there was still some light blue areas, and this little strip here, which usually depicts the thermocline. Thermocline's still there, apparently, where we got this little strip, but you can see that's much cleaner water all the way in to the beach. So whereas before we had this strip of green where it was basically some remnants of some upwelling. But that's gone. So the water's out here, even though there is still some thermocline, it's probably much better than it was. And that's because of the swirl pretty much stopped the Ekman transport with the southern flow was causing that upwelling. Well, now we got these surface winds that are coming out of the northeast and this current from the north that's stopping that. So my next thought was, oh, it's going to produce a bunch of waves. But I went and looked at the forecast models, and 3 foot on Thursday, but other than that, they're still only showing 2 feet. So they must not either have caught up with this system yet on the forecast models, or they don't think it's going to do anything. So here's the wave height over time. It's Wednesday, a little bit bigger Thursday. Friday back to what we were, and they don't show anything out here developing. So I guess they don't think it's going to do anything. None of the models really think it's going to do anything yet. So that's good news. Until later next week, and then they think there's going to be something out here. That's pretty far out in the forecast, so who knows. So the moral of the story is you probably should go out and enjoy it this weekend if you have some time. The visibility is probably decent. It's probably not spectacular, but it's probably pretty decent. Wave heights and water temps have been coming up. Here's the check the waves little charts, and here's the water temp. It was in the upper 60s, and now we're in the low 70s, and it's been slowly creeping up. Wave heights have also been creeping up. They're up to 2 feet now, or up to almost 2 feet now. And here's this 1.7, but real short periods on these, so it's a pretty nasty wind chop. And here's the image again, just to get a closer look. Your sites 4 and 11, they're deeper, so there's more cleaner water on the surface, and kind of makes this image looks like there's better conditions there, but it's probably pretty uniform. I mean, 4 and 11 usually are better sooner and later, but all the rest of the area is probably pretty uniform. It's probably 15 to 20 feet of viz, maybe a little bit better in a couple high spots that are up and out of it. Here's another look at the forecast. As I was saying, it's 2 feet, 2 feet, and then Thursday there's a little bump on Thursday when it's a little bit bigger. And currently this is 4th of July morning, and you can see it's pretty rainy. So obviously today, not great to be out there because of all that rain coming in. But most of this stuff here is pretty light, so maybe if you're close to shore, it's not that big a deal. So that's what it's looking like. Hope this is useful to you. Take it easy.